Today I review of a book of Blanchard, Gung Ho. I like this book really a lot, and I want to share some experiences with this book. Hi, my name is Christian Wozabal. I support the textile service industry with management training know-how in Textile Service 4.0 and practical hints that you can implement right away. So this is something that you can implement right away, but it takes some time at the end of the day. It's a very good book. It's a story, so you can read it basically on a trip in a spa, or you can listen to it when you're driving the car. It's a very short book. It's a nice book, and I like it because it teaches three major aspects of management. The one is the spirit of the squirrel. So the whole thing is a story, the story of one young lady that was charged to restructure or save one plant. And in this plant, everything was a mess except the final assembly. And there, an Indian, a native Indian, was in charge of the final assembly. And he then answered when she called, asked him, how does she do? How does he make such performance? He said, "I do it with the spirit of the squirrel, the way of the beaver, and the gift of the goose." And yeah, so that's the three messages. So on the one hand, the gift of the squirrel is the spirit of the squirrel is that you have meaningful work, that you have objectives, that you have values, that you communicate it, and that everybody knows it, and that's a big one. That's actually the one that was most attractive when I introduced it into my company. It was 1,100 people, so it was a decent company, and we introduced it, and they liked it a lot because it's about giving people a meaning for the work. In my case, in the laundry industry, you have a separation between the customer and the workers at the shop floor, and most of the time they do not know the customer. And what we did, for instance, is that we made an initiative to bring in some plants older people, and probably we brought about 30% of all the workers to customers. And then they saw for the first time the real application of the service and the meaning of the service for the customer, and it changed a lot. And then we had also initiatives to improve the communication of objectives and so on. And this was the spirit of the squirrel. Then we had also the way of the beaver, which was mainly that we empowered people to take responsibility, to have the training and the methods and the means to do the job. And last but not least, the gift of the goose is to give feedback and to have accountability and also have some fun and celebrate success. And this is very important. Of course, it's necessary, but it's not sufficient. There are many other things in management that you need to take care of. But it's a good book because it is very easy to read, not just for you, but also for your staff. And it's easy to communicate. And so I bought about 100 copies, probably plus minus. I gave every manager in my company a hand-signed copy of this book, and the result was very good. So it was probably the best book in my practice, at least when it comes to the rollout in the whole company. It was one of the best books. There are also very good books, other books around. So if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I have also an English newsletter, especially for the laundry industry, so for the textile service industry. and where I want to support the industry as best as I can. And we have also now an online training platform. So down there is also a link to book a strategy session with myself. So if you're an entrepreneur, then take the chance and make an appointment, and then we take it from there. See you in the next one. Bye bye.